The federal government is allowing Section 8 voucher holders to use their vouchers to buy houses in an unfair socialist program. I'm Tony, and this is Real Estate Investing and Landlord News. All right, so I have an interesting article for you today, and it's going over a ridiculous socialist program that I just read about that they're doing in Houston, Texas. Basically, they're allowing Section 8 voucher holders to use their vouchers to buy homes. Now, I want you to think about that for a second, okay? Someone has a Section 8 voucher, somebody who can't afford a house on their own, yet now they're going to use the government and the taxpayers' money to buy these people a house. Okay, that's so dumb. It's so ridiculously wrong and unfair to the people, the hardworking people who save up, work their butts off for decades in order to afford their first home. Okay, I didn't get my first home when I was young. I had to work my butt off to get it, and now they're telling me, oh well, we're going to let this person over here who is not in a good financial place, who didn't work hard for it, we're going to use taxpayer money to pay for their home for them. And I'm like, I can't believe that they're doing this. This is insane. So before I get into the article, go ahead, hit the like and subscribe button, maybe leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. Now, obviously, I am not a fan of socialist programs. Okay, I'm not a fan of the government giving these freebies and handouts to people. Okay, I do believe there should be a safety net to help people get back on their feet. But the safety net should be small and should have lots of checks and balances to make sure that people aren't scamming the system. That is my personal belief. But imagine the government setting it up so that people could financially, get this huge windfall, basically of taxpayer money. I mean, telling a person that, hey, we're going to buy you something that costs several $100,000 and it'll be yours free and clear as soon as you're done. They're like, oh yeah, so you're going to give this person over here this windfall. Meanwhile, when I was not doing well, I was working at Walmart for less than $10 an hour, living in some crappy hood house, and I had to work my way up from the ground. I mean, that's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous, and it makes me mad. So anyway, let's get into this article. This article is coming from Fox26Houston.com, and it says, Section 8 housing vouchers can help renters become home buyers. And it has a video with it, and I'll play that video for you right now.
This is the kitchen. I love the openness.
A kitchen, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, all her own.
Very spacious house.
Marigail Cooper says she went from fighting an illegal eviction over repairs in court to using her Section 8 housing voucher to buy her first home instead.
I don't fear being homeless anymore. I have a sense of peace. This is mine. And it's easier to find a home to buy with a voucher than it is to find a home to rent.
But it wasn't easy. Cooper had to save up for a down payment and build her credit score. Then she called Allison Griffin.
December or January is when my process started with her. And fast forward March 29th, I'm in my own home.
The Housing Choice Voucher is just a source of income, Heather. That's all it is.
Griffin is a branch manager with Cross Country Mortgage and a champion for Section 8 home buyers. She says it can help break generational poverty.
Most of my families are off the voucher, off any type of government assistance within 4 to 5 years.
She says buyers need at least a 640 credit score and a down payment, but down payment assistance is available.
You've got the City of Houston down payment assistance of up to $50,000. Harris County has a new home program where they're discounting houses up to 45% on a brand new house.
Griffin says not all lenders are receptive, but it is protected by law.
There's a law called Equal Credit Opportunity Act that helps protect those families with the...
All right, you saw the video. Let's get into the article. HUD Section 8 housing vouchers can help low-income recipients pay the rent, but a little-known program also allows them to be used to buy a home. It's HUD's Housing Choice Voucher Home Ownership Program. It's offered where local public housing agencies participate, which includes the Houston area. This is the kitchen. I love the openness, said Mary Gail Cooper as she showed us her new home. A kitchen, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, all her own. Just reading the article frustrates me. It frustrates me so bad because I think of the horrible places that I was living, roach infested, nasty, garbage place when I was low income and I did not receive any sort of government assistance, and especially not any government assistance that would buy me a home that, probably is worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. Okay. Now, here's my question about this program, and maybe they'll answer it in this article. Let's say that the person's income increases to the point where they would no longer be eligible for a voucher. Does the government stop paying for that house then? Or does this person, just get this house for free forever? I mean, I'm just curious. I'm just curious. And, like what happens if this person decides to sell? Do they get to keep the equity? I mean, give me a break. This is so wrong. It's just wrong. I mean, why not? What are we going to do next? Are we going to buy these people, Mercedes? Or are we going to buy them BMWs too? We can't have these people without vehicles. So, we bought them a house, we bought them cars, we bought them Gucci bags, and what else? Come on, talk about government waste. I can't believe that there's a city in Texas of all places doing this, because Texas is thought of to be a more property rights, more conservative place, but obviously, a place like Houston is not. Cooper says she went from fighting an illegal eviction over repairs in court to using her Section 8 voucher to buy her first home instead. I don't fear being homeless anymore. I have a sense of peace. This is mine, and it's easier to find a home to buy with a voucher than it is to find a home to rent, she said. But it wasn't easy. Cooper had to save up for a down payment and build her credit score, and then she called Allison Griffin. December or January is when my process started with her, and fast forward to March 29th, and I'm in my own home, said Cooper. Man, I feel like cussing, okay, because this angers me so much, but I'm not going to, okay? I'm a good person. I'm not going to cuss, right? But this is crazy entitlement, okay? She's like, oh, she had to save up a down payment. Yeah, everybody who buys a house on their own not only has to save up for a down payment, okay? We don't get our house payment paid for us by the government. And I'd be willing to bet that the only reason she was able to save up for a down payment was because she already had a Section 8 voucher, and therefore she didn't have to actually pay her rent, and she had a whole bunch of extra cash flow. Yeah. Well, the truth of the matter is that, she's sitting here, I spent years. I'm talking years to be able to afford my first place. And it just, man, it just makes me mad. She spent 3 months. 3 months. Woo, it was a tough 3 months for her, and I am one of those people who believes that you should have to work for things like a house, okay? It's like you earn it. You earn it. You don't just, if you get something and you didn't earn it, you're not going to respect it. You're not going to respect how difficult it is. You're not going to respect how hard it is for people to, to get it. And you're going to treat it like garbage. That's exactly why Section 8 tenants are so bad, because they treat the property like, they don't care. They don't give one darn about it because they're not paying for it. The government's paying for it for them. And this is probably what's going to happen to this lady in her house too. Okay. She's going to treat it like crap, and, maybe, yeah, it'll fall into disrepair. How is she going to pay for the repairs? Whatever, I just had to make a video about this. This is a frustrating topic, but let me know down in the comments if you feel the same way I do, or if you think this is a good idea. Okay, I'm just curious what other people watching these videos think.